Greetings, Illumineers, and welcome to a deep dive into the story of Disney Lorcana. Disney Lorcana is a story-driven trading card game featuring beloved characters from Disney's many franchises, where every set not only has a theme, but also advances an overarching plot. Today we'll be taking a look at the set that started it all, the first chapter. Join us as we uncover the story of this set through the various products and lore created by the team at Ravensburger, sometimes even being hidden in the cards themselves. Welcome to Lorcana, an enchanted realm of imagination hidden in a distant dimension. At the center of this realm lies a wonder beyond belief, the Great Illuminary. Here, Illumineers first wielded magical inks to bring Disney characters and legendary items to life. These creations, known as glimmers, are more than just echoes of familiar stories. They are the lifeblood of Lorcana. The Great Illuminary houses endless marvels. Enormous machines, humming with ancient power, capture fragments of Disney stories, glimmering story stars that float like fireflies in the air. Flowing through every hall are glowing rivers of color, connecting room to room. At the heart of it all lies an immense reserve of magical ink, the very source of Lorcana's power. These wonders were created by a legendary figure known only as the Curator. With boundless creativity, he sought to collect and reimagine stories by harnessing the light of story stars. By pairing their magic with the ink on the pages of a lore book, he gave form to glimmers. The Curator called upon a small group of imaginative apprentices, naming them Illumineers. Together, they filled the halls with vibrant glimmers and lore books, precious tomes that hold Lorcana's most treasured stories. Over time, ages passed. The Curator and the original Illumineers disappeared, their great work left unfinished. Yet, deep within the Great Illuminary, a hidden power has awakened, calling out once more. Across Lorcana, the call has been heard. Extraordinary individuals are being summoned to master the art of magical ink and carry on the Curator's legacy. These new Illumineers must resume the vital work of collecting and preserving lore, ensuring glimmers roam the luminary once again. The wonder and magic of Lorcana are waiting to be rediscovered. The ink flows once again, and this new age belongs to you. In addition to the story that we had received, not only in the promotional materials, but also in the player's guide for the troves, there were also a few cards in the first chapter that did contain some hints to the additional way that the story would be told throughout Lorcana. Now, most cards in Lorcana will also have some flavor text at the bottom of the cards. Now, in the first chapter, most of the flavor text that we find on cards is going to be centered around the movie itself, whether it be direct quotes from the movie or a brief summary of who the character is or what they can do. But in this set, we also did see a tease for what would be known as the hidden story of Lorcana, told on the cards themselves. As we see in this Elsa card, it says, recreated by magical ink, Elsa found herself in an entirely new world. Fortunately, ice works the same way everywhere. Now, this card itself, although not a groundbreaking reveal, it does enforce the idea that these characters are actually awakening themselves and discovering this new world. Another fun thing that happens within the cards themselves is actually teases for what might be to come. If we take a look at the Duke of Weselton, for example, he seems to be investigating some sort of purple seaweed, and the text on the card reads, "Sorcery. I knew there was something dubious going on here." Now, that alone might not be any cause for alarm, but we also got the Mickey Mouse detective. Here, Mickey is also investigating some seaweed with some ink pooled at the bottom, and the text reads, "Wherever the seaweed had come from, Mickey was sure of one thing: something fishy was going on." Now, unfortunately, with this being just the first chapter, a lot of the cards that were released in this set were more focused on building out these franchises and familiarizing players with the different characters, heroes, sidekicks. So as far as I can tell, there are only a few of these little hints thrown together on the cards for this set. With the release of the next set, Rise of the Floodborn, we really saw the story really kick off. Not only is there a catalyst event that sets the stage for where we're going in Lorcana, but we start to see way more cards interacting with the story itself. I hope you enjoyed this recap of the first chapter story, and I'll see you guys next time in The Rise of the Floodborn.